What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis weighs in on a situation in the fight that's brewing, that's going viral between what is his biggest rival, an undefeated two-division world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, and a guy he had a few glorified sparring sessions with, that which I heard that Brian Norman Jr., the undefeated WBO welterweight world champion star boxer, got the best of. So we know now Brian Norman, Devin Haney, they're in conversation to stage a showdown in November. Big fight in November for Brian Norman's WBO title, as well as they're trying to incorporate the Ring magazine and get one of the other sanctioned bodies on board to make this a unification. They've done it in the past. Why? Because the guy I refer to as the Phenom, the unified WBA, IBF, Ring magazine, welterweight world champion, undefeated superstar, Jaron Boots Ennis, is now officially vacating his belts and moving up to junior middleweight. With that said, the WBC title is held by Mexican star welterweight world champion Mario Barrios, who's going to fight a legend, an icon, 8th division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao in July. So we got this big fight brewing. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he weighs in and he praises Brian Norman Jr. And he says that Atlanta, Georgia need to get behind him because he's a real one. And to that, I have to say this. Yes, Brian Norman Jr. is a very, very intelligent, well-articulated, proper, yet aggressive dog all around, right? And for sure, Brian Norman Jr., who is 28 wins now, no loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout, who just brutally, literally erased Jin Sasaki's memory a few weeks ago. With that said, Brian Norman and Devin Haney is the perfect matchup for both guys. Brian Norman needs that crossover, big name, marquee fight, marquee name, recognizable fighter to catapult him into superstardom. Devin Haney, on the other hand, he needs an athletic, explosive, hard-punching, yet a boxing ability, skilled boxer like Brian Norman Jr. to get him back on the track that we knew he was on, the trajectory he was on, before that was derailed by that debacle that took place last April between himself and Ryan Garcia, where he was dropped 3 times. He lost unanimous decision, but then Ryan Garcia tested positive for a banned substance, performance enhancers. The fight got overturned. Ryan Garcia got suspended. Just ugly, nasty work. But then Devin Haney sat out a year, came back. He fought in May, former unified junior welterweight Mexican star world champion Jose Ramirez. And he outpointed him, outboxed him, but it wasn't the most pleasing to the boxing fans, right? Where it was a lot of movement, excessive movement, I believe, on the part of Devin Haney for the first time in his career. That had people questioning, does he have PTSD? Is he not the same guy? Did Ryan Garcia take it all out of him? Things of that nature. And then he didn't engage a lot with Jose Ramirez. So Brian Norman is the perfect comeback fight. He has brutally knocked out his last 3 opponents. And again, he's a world champion. And this gives Devin Haney the opportunity to become a 3-division world champion. He's already undisputed at lightweight, WBC junior welterweight. This would make him a 3-division champion and against a hungry, young, hard-hitting, athletic, explosive fighter. So Tank Davis essentially is leaning towards Brian Norman Jr. And we know Tank Davis is a big rival to Devin Haney. But in this case, I know people sent this to me and they said, Tank Davis is hating. I don't believe he's hating. I believe Tank Davis shared the ring with both guys, and this is just his assessment. Now, obviously, you can point to and say it's a coincidence he's slanting towards Brian Norman. I don't believe that to be the case. I believe that when he boxed Devin Haney the last time, Devin Haney was like 16 years old. When he boxed Brian Norman, I know for a fact people told me Brian Norman was putting leather on Tank, rocked him, right? So with that said, based off of that and what took place with Ryan Garcia and Brian Norman Jr. having a beautiful left hook that's athletic and explosive, you can see why. There's no doubt that this is a dangerous fight for Devin Haney. Even father training manager Bill Haney admitted, dangerous fight, that's why we taking it, right? So I can understand where Tank Davis is coming from. I do not believe he's hating. I don't believe, now in the past he's just picked against Devin Haney, want to see Devin Haney lose, so on and so forth, right? Clearly they don't like each other, and they're rivals. But nonetheless, in this case, I don't think that's the case. I just think that he views Brian Norman, I think it's just his honest opinion, viewing Brian Norman as bigger, stronger, and he like, hey, Atlanta need to get behind him. Georgia need to get behind them. They got a real one. And that they do. They do. Brian Norman is the real deal, man. He's the real deal. Hence the reason why I wanted to see him fight Jerron Ennis in the unification. He's the real deal. Period. So I can't wait to see how this unfolds. They're saying November. Can't wait to see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Now, I know Tank Davis got a huge fight himself coming up. That rematch with Lamont Roach. So a lot going on in boxing. What y'all think? Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.